can have better relations with them and how we can forge connectivity.
Good afternoon, dear Chairman of the conference, distinguished colleagues, teachers, and guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the organizers of the international conference for inviting me to participate in this prestigious conference. It is an honor for me that I am making speech on behalf of Republic of Tajikistan at this grand meeting. My article, Historical, Cultural and Economic Relations of Tajikistan and India after the collapse of the Soviet Union and the independence of the Republic of Tajikistan, a fresh wind blew in the direction of cooperation and the opportunity was created to establish cooperation between the Republic of Tajikistan and Republic of India in various fields. The opening of diplomatic missions in both countries laid a favorable foundation for the strengthening and expansion of various relations, including literary and cultural relations. Despite the geographical position of the Republic of Tajikistan and the Republic of India, the relations between two countries in ancient times were significant in all political, literary, cultural, and economic fields. And after independence, these relations began to improve. In particular, Tajik Persian language was considered the official language in India for 700 years, from the time of the Delhi Kingdom until the Temurian dynasty came to power in India. During this period, all the literature, cultural, and education in this country was carried out in this language. And even the best bilingual and multilingual dictionaries were written by Tajik Persian scholars during this period. Even this period is known as the golden age of Indian literature and Persian-speaking countries. The historical cultural relations of Central Asia with India took place through the central basin of ancient Balkh or ancient Bakhtar, which was named Takharistan in the Middle Age due to the arrival of Takharid tribes in this land. Signs of the cultural relations of the peoples of Central Asia with this region can be found in the archaeological findings of the southern regions of the republics of Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan, which at that time were part of ancient Bakhtar or Takharistan. In high point of development of the literary, cultural, and economic relations of the peoples of India with Central Asia in ancient times was the time when they were part of the Kushan dynasty. In this historical year, the peoples of these lands had a single culture and single powerful state that competed with the Chinese and Roman imperial empires. For almost a century, these countries were part of the Hayatollah state, which was a mixture of Indo-Iranian ethnicity. In this state, and the official language of their state was Tajik Persian. With the arrival of the Tajik family of Khuris on the power of Ghazna in 1173. The occupation of conquest of India by this dynasty came to an end. Cultural relations between the Tajik and Indian peoples have rich ancient history and traditions reaching very ancient times. These ties originate from the diverse economic, commercial, and political cooperation and relations that have existed between the two nations for more than 2,500 years. the latest scientific and archaeological findings, such as the 12-meter Gota Batha statue in Ajinatepe, Tajikistan. The harmony of the Avesta and the Rigveda texts, the connection between the name of the ancient city of Bukhara and the Sanskrit word Vihara temple, the pride of the Indian decimal number system from the well-known Tajik scientist Muhammad Khwarazmi all over the world, and dozens of other evidences testify to this very ancient relationship. The Silk Road, which passed through Central Asia and India, contributed both to the development of trade relations and cultural ties between two countries. With one of these caravans, such Barzuya, brought a Sanskrit wisdom book called Panchatantra. Panchatantra, 5 books, to Iran. In the 6th century, this book was translated into Pahlavi and then into Syriac and Arabic. In particular, the free Arabic translation of the Iranian writer Khosravi Rauzbeh, known by the pseudonym Ibn Muqaffa under the name Kalila and Dimna, is quickly gaining popularity. It is from here that Persian, Greek, Latin, Jewish, Spanish, Italian, German, English, Dutch, Slavic, Turkish, and similar translations were made based on the Ibn Muqaffa's translation. The book Kalila and Dimna has become very popular, especially among Persian speakers, and has been revised and improved many times in different historical periods according to the demand of the people. The first poet who wrote this work into verse was the founder of Persian Tajik literature, Abu Abdullah Rudaki. In the following literature, the work was edited and improved by Abdullah Nasrullah, Ahmadi Khani, Hussain Vaizi Kashifi, Abdul Fazl Mubarak, and other writers. The scientific study of India also began in Central Asia from the 9th-11th century. Famous scientists Muhammad Khwarazmi, Abu Rayhan Beruni, Abdullahi Khwarazmi have contributed a lot to the research for various fields of science and cultural of India, and particularly the service of Abu Rayhan Beruni, who was a combination of Sultan Mahmud, is very great in strengthening the scientific and cultural relations between the Mawara-un-Nahr and India. He lived in India for many years, thoroughly studied the language, history, nature, and the material and spiritual civilization of this land, and wrote his encyclopedic work, Kitab-ul-Hind. While leaving the India-based studying this country, they translated ancient Indian books from Sanskrit into Arabic, such as Sankhya, Patanjali, and Lafuajatek. He not only introduced the world to in India and its ancient science and civilization, but also contributed to the advancement of each science and cultural. And particularly, he translated Euclid's Genesis, Ptolemy's Almagest into Sanskrit. In the 16th and in the 16th, 17th centuries are considered to be the most intense period of development of cultural relations between the peoples of Central Asia and India. During this period, many poets and scholars who were not appreciated in their homeland took their road to India. The Timurian government of India 1526-1857, which was established by the initiative of the learned ruler Zahiruddin Babur and his successors, provided the basis for the development of science, literature, and cultural relations. Scholars of history and cultural, such as Khandamir, Sheikh Zaini Sadr, Abdul Wahid Faraghi, famous doctors Maulana Yusufi, Khaja Nizamiddin, Abdul Baqa entered the land of India and helped in the progress of science and culture of this country. In particular, Yusuf's contribution to the development of medical science is very great. He also completed a Persian Hindi dictionary. After that, the Tajik Persian cultural domination of more than 700 years continued until the arrival of the British during the reign of Shah Akbar 1556-1605. The level of use of the Tajik Persian language increased and it was declared as the official language of India. During this period, many books were translated from Sanskrit into Tajik Persian. Even Shah Akbar was engaged in translation and translated some books from Sanskrit into Tajik Persian and from Tajik Persian into Sanskrit. After the death of Shah Akbar, Jahangir sat on the throne. He also attached great importance to the study and purity of the Tajik Persian language and literature, and during his teenager several books were translated into the Tajik Persian language. During the reign of Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb, writing and historiography reached their peak. With the advent of stone printing devices, the works of our classical literature have even been published repeatedly in the big cities of this country, which are known and available. Journalism in our mother tongue developed in this land. The first newspaper of the Farsi-speaking world were published here. Studying and researching them shows the historical journey of our language in a vast area beyond the current limits of its use and inspires the sense of pride of the speakers and inheritors of this great spiritual culture. The outstanding result of the cooperation between the peoples of India and Central Asia and Iran is the construction of the Taj Mahal, one of the architectural wonders of the world, the architect of which was Master Isa. Master Isa and builders of Tajiks, Indians, and other nations took part in its construction. India's choice in publishing works of Persian Tajik literature is also very great. In the 9th century, many books in Persian were published in Calcutta, Lucknow, Bombay, Kanpur, Kashmir and Lahore, and was sent to all corners of the world. In the 9th century, India was considered to be the main center for the publication of Persian language works. The 18th century brought one of the greatest Persian-speaking speakers of the world to the arena of history in the land of India and Pakistan, who was Allama Muhammad Iqbal. Iqbal's multifaceted work is an outstanding example of
Professor, if you can sum up a little bit, please.
serious attention is paid to the study of the Hindi language in the Republic of Tajikistan. In particular, at the National University of Tajikistan, students have been studying Hindi since Soviet times. After independence, the study of Hindi language was studied in other institutes and universities, such as the State Institute of Language of Tajikistan, named after Sotim Lugzoda. At the same time, the Embassy of the Republic of India in Tajikistan has opened several Indian study centers in higher and professional institutions of the country, which indicated this close cooperation between two countries. One more thank you for finally, once again, I would like to express my thanks to the participants of the conference and wish all you success in life and creative activities. Thank you for your attention. I am so sorry if our chairman let me. I want to say one poem in Tajiki. بنی آدم اعضای یکدیگرند که در آفرینش یک گهورند چو عضو به درد آورد روزگار دیگر عضوها را نماند قرار تو که از محنت دیگران بیغمی نشاید نامد نهند آدمی. Thank you a lot for your participation.
Thank you, Professor Ghafur. Very wonderful, and finishing with a poem. Now we have Arafat Ahmed Bhatt. He is a research scholar with JNU, and he's going to tell us